Hi, my name's Natnater, but you can call me Nat. I'm 19 years old and I'm an admin on SoftSlayer.
Hey guys, Natnater here with a new YouTube series for our SoftSlayer YouTube channel, where I go around interviewing the different staff members of our server, so you can get to know them better. So, first of all, here with me I have the admin Natnater. I'm interviewing myself.
Hello.
Hello. And so, what's your rank?
Well, I'm an admin, so what I do is basically I instruct the lower ranks on how to conduct affairs, and I take care of. I personally, as admin, I take care of most of the forum issues. That's kind of my job, I guess you could say. But mostly, the admins just kind of are the head honchos. I mean, I'm also an owner. I'm one of two owners. Hobbies, the other's BB Hodges, sorry, is the other owner. So in that regards, I'm slightly above rank than the other two admins, Jaskal and Ethos. But yeah, basically we don't see each other as different ranks. You know, there are four admins, and I'm one of them. So yeah, I'm basically like just one of the four parents of this lovely family.
All right. So, when did you first join SoftSlayer? What were your first experiences?
Okay, so I joined SoftSlayer back in 2011. I think it was August 3rd. I'm not really sure. But it was on a map that we don't even have saved anymore. It got corrupted, sadly. I was only on that map for a few days. But I had met a guy on YouTube, and I don't really like him very much now. He's kind of a jerk, but I'll tell you why in a second. But yeah, no, he made a video on his YouTube saying, "Hey, come join me on this server." And I was like, well, up until then, I had been playing on his server. It was basically a little whitelist, so let's just jerk around together kind of thing. But I wanted to find a big server to play on, so I thought, hey, this is perfect. So I went on. It was SoftSlayer, and it was a lot of fun. And then sometime the next 2 days, my entire group that I joined with got banned for X-ray. So that's why I think he's a jerk. It's because he X-rayed and got us all banned. Although back then the server was kind of unorganized. There was one admin who actually was spawning in stuff for another team, and so that's why they X-rayed so they can keep up. But yeah, even so, they got banned for X-ray, and then I actually got a ban for griefing because one of the teammates in my base changed something using my pistons. So I took my pistons back. Basically, I was in the process of destroying my own pistons when I got banned for griefing, because Logblock said that someone else put it there. So it looked like I was griefing, but I really wasn't. But I did hack quite a bit, actually. Nothing malicious, just general kind of stupidity. It took me a little while to figure out that I really couldn't do that here for some reason. I don't know why it took me so long, considering I get so annoyed when people do that nowadays. But I would my base is like 2,000 blocks away, so I would speed run there, and eventually I learned my lesson not to do that, but I did that quite a bit, and it was kind of dumb, and so, yeah, please don't do that. We are a lot more organized nowadays than we were 3 years, holy cow, 3 years, 3 years ago, so please do not think you can get by with little things like you may have been able to 3 years ago.
Yeah. So, what do you normally?
But
Okay.
that's basically my first experiences. I wasn't very much into PvP. I'm still really not, but I was a lot worse at it back then, so I got slaughtered by one of my teammates because I wouldn't give him a diamond pick. And goodness, he's a jerk. One of the first things I did when I got admin was I banned him from here. He didn't actually play here anymore. It just made me feel good, kind of a petty revenge, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, totally, yeah. So what do you normally enjoy doing in Minecraft when you play?
when I'm playing Minecraft, the main reason, I mean, there's a lot of times that Minecraft has kind of lost its interest to me as a game. It never really does, but the big reason I really come onto SoftSlayer anymore is the chat. So that's why if you might see like BB Hodges on here all the time when it's empty, but I'm only on here when there's 9 or 10 people on, because I like talking to people. I like chatting it up. A good portion of my life, I was homeschooled and I lived on a farm, so I didn't have too much opportunity to actually talk to people. So I do like talking to people, and this server, that's a big reason why I stayed in the servers, because everyone loved to talk. So I like talking, but I also love building. I'm okay at redstone, I guess, but I do love building. Hoping to make some mega builds. I made most of the hangout place that we had last map, and then we're going to be bringing in next map. We will keep that, actually. So that's cool, I guess you could say. But yeah, I usually use
Mm-hmm.
I normally build with like sandstone and nether brick is my favorite combination.
It's good
I do
stuff.
like the woods and stone bricks and green colors.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Like I built this interview room, so
Cool. All right.
you can see some things.
Cool. Well, have you been in any clans previously? Because
Oh man, clans.
Yeah,
I've been
man.
in a few clans over the course of my
really.
playing here. Me and another guy, I think his name was Dark Reaper, I don't remember, he didn't really play here for too long. We were going to start a clan, but that fell through, so I joined what was called, oh man, did I forget what it was called? I don't know. It eventually became something called SS. It was a clan, but, ECO, EOC, sorry. Entities of Creation, led by Hybrid PK and NZ, I forget his name. It was a while ago. But we were a building clan, so that was nice. And Cora was in our clan, so we just did a lot of building and stuff on a little island out in the middle of nowhere. No real fighting or anything. And then I did, at one point, I'm not really sure if I had another clan before that, or after that, actually. No, so after that clan basically disbanded. I don't think I joined another clan, but I probably should have joined Nomads of Destruction, to be honest, because that was the biggest clan throughout most of it.
Yeah, maybe.
And actually, and I won't get too far into detail with this, but if
Okay.
you want to ask me about it later on the server, I'll be happy to tell you some of the backstory.
Sure.
Nomads of Creation is basically, or Destruction, sorry, Nomads of Destruction is basically the clan that created this server. So if you want to know a backstory on that, I'll get that to you later.
Okay.
But after that, I went for a while without being in a clan, mostly because I started ranking up.
Right.
Actually, Entities of Creation got recreated a little while after, and I rejoined it, so that was good. But that lasted me until I became an S moderator, which I couldn't be in a clan anymore. So there was that.
Right.
And then I met Orky. He doesn't really play here anymore.
Orky.
We became very fast friends. I was ordered to help the noob out. He died every 5 minutes. It was funny, but yeah, no, we created a little clan just for kicks and giggles that was called the Brotherhood, and the Brotherhood lasted us a couple of maps, actually,
wow.
and it became very big. And at one point, he and I decided to change it to something called the Company, and so we changed the Brotherhood into the Company, and a lot of our really strong members thought that we disbanded,
Right.
They didn't know that we just changed our name, because we had to
Right,
disband
yeah.
the actual clan via the plugin to actually change the name. So a lot of our stronger members went off and created a clan called oh crap! Well, it's the Obsidian Alliance.
Oh, no
is what
kidding.
It's called. There it is, and it had some of the stronger members in there.
Huh.
And so I still kind of consider them as part of just a branch of the company.
Of course you do.
But the company did things in a very. Well, the Brotherhood was more like like a monastery full of warriors,
Right.
or something like that. Or yeah, we had a little monastery we lived in. The company did things more as kind of a mafia sort of thing. The company lasted about 2 maps. So basically, all in all, the Brotherhood and the company lasted for about 2 years. It was a very long running clan. And then at some point, BB came on, started the Fighting Brothers of Iron. And a little while ago, I would say about a year ago, the Fighting Brothers of Iron and the company, after having been allies for a while, decided to join together and create a clan called the Creppers.
Right.
And so the Creppers was the dominating clan of SoftSlayer, much like Nomads of Destruction had been at one point. And but eventually all of the members of the Creppers began to start to rank up, ourselves included. And so they ranked up, and to the point where they couldn't be in clans anymore because as moderators and up cannot be in clans.
Right.
So Creppers still exists, but it's pretty much all staff members and a staff thing. So we don't really have it on the server anymore, but it still exists in our heart. If you ask us about it, we'll tell you about it.
All right.
It also goes by MGod sometimes, but it's the same clan. So yeah, but that's that. So that's not really a clan anymore because all the members ended up staffing up, leveling up, and couldn't be in clans anymore. So
Right.
yeah.
So what is the funniest thing you've ever experienced on SoftSlayer, do you think?
The funniest thing I've ever experienced on SoftSlayer.
It's a hard one, right?
I know there's a lot. I can't think of anything right now. The first thing that comes to mind was back when I was helping Orky out, back when his name was RRET34, or as Ethos called him,
Rerat, yeah.
It's kind of funny. Our little chat mod back then. That was before I got S mod. No, wait, no, I wasn't S mod. That's right. It was after I got S mod. Shortly after I got S mod, we had a little hut, and then it got raided by Exia because he had his ult on, and he used some fancy little things to find out where we were and get us raided and destroyed. So I invited him to a village that I had been building, and it was a while away, and I couldn't TP him there because that's against mod rules.
Right.
So it was on the opposite side of the map, so it was about 6,000 blocks, I guess. So we walked 6,000 blocks. And this is back when, like I said, he would die every 5 minutes. He literally would die every 5 minutes. Just stupid things. You know, he would fall off a cliff because he walked backwards. A sheep would push him off a cliff, things like that. He would get shot too many times. So getting him there was very hard, but we did manage to do it. And then before he set a bed, right at the end, there was a skeleton, and I was destroying the skeleton, and he jumped in front of me, and I killed him. So 6,000 blocks of walking later, we finally got there, and I killed him accidentally.
Dang.
And he didn't move for a while because, as he told me later, he literally slammed his head on his desk because of how idiotic that was. But thankfully, because it was me who killed him, I was able to TP him back there after mod rules. So it worked out all right, but still, I died laughing once I realized his reaction. It was pretty funny. I can't think of anything else at the moment, though, just because it's been a long time.
Right.
And
right.
I don't really know. I can't.
All right. Well, so
that's probably the funniest thing that I can remember. At the moment. Yeah.
So what do you think the coolest job on Earth would be to have?
Oh, okay. The coolest job on Earth, I think, would be. That's a hard one.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, some people would be like, "I want to be a mattress tester," but that's boring. I think the coolest job on Earth, me personally, would be a deep sea diver. You know, going into the submersibles down to the Marianas Trench and just seeing all the darkness and the bioluminescent art display and the different types of amazing creatures that live down there. You know,
right?
I'm really big into marine biology, and so I would love to be able to go down to the deep sea someday. It costs a lot, and I'd probably have to be some kind of granted professor.
Right.
To be able to do that, but that is a dream of mine, and I was working towards it at one point, and it didn't go anywhere, sadly. But I might still work towards that as a dream. So I guess we'll see. But that would be the coolest job ever. Would be exploring the deep.
So what are the 3 top hobbies outside of Minecraft? Do you think?
Let's see here. I like making YouTube videos.
Right.
That's the first thing. I really love making YouTube videos. I took a long break for a while because I lost interest, but I am getting back into it, and it's a lot of fun lately. So, yeah, YouTube videos is definitely one of them. And just videos in general. You know, I like cinematography. I like to think that I'd be pretty good, like full-time movie director, producer, but I don't know. I also love making music. I do have a piano. I've been playing it for about 17 years now.
Wow.
So most of my life. I'd like to say I'm a lot better at it than I really am, but I'm not bad. When it comes to playing other people's music, I'm all right at it. But when it comes to making my own, I think is where I shine because I don't know. I like to think that I'm pretty good at composing my own music. I've got a couple of tracks in the work right now. But on top of music production, I also make trance and things like that, and I DJ.
Very nice. Oh, nice.
Well, and other little things like that. So, and I think the third thing would be exploring the wilderness. I love exploring. I'm very curious. I love going to see what things are. I love just. I mean, I could have said drawing or writing, something like that. Which are also big things. But when it comes down to it, I think that above all those things, I really love just being dropped in the middle of a forest. And exploring it, and then having to survive in it when it gets dark, and then exploring some more little things like that, exploring this amazing world that we live in.
Right. Okay, so what are your top 3 games, do you think?
My top 3 games?
Yeah, favorite games.
That's a hard one. I love games. I love video games. I guess for number 1, this is probably going to sound kind of like cheating, but anything in the Legend of Zelda series. If I had to choose one, I guess Twilight Princess. Or let's go with a tie between Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask for the second one. I think and I don't really have a top favorite game, you know, because they're all so different. But definitely in the top 3 somewhere, probably all tied. Definitely, like I said, Twilight Princess / Majora's Mask. Dishonored, that was really good. That's one of the few games I've played more than once in back to back. played it 3 times back to
Right.
back.
Oh, wow.
And I intend on playing it again sometime soon, probably recording it. And it's a hard one. I mean, I could say Minecraft, but as a game, it's not really that amazing. You know, well, it is amazing, but I mean, like I said earlier, the most I do on it is talk to people. So,
Right.
I guess Final Fantasy VIII.
Huh.
Yeah, or Chrono Trigger. Gosh, it's a hard.
It is a hard
I
one.
don't really have a top 3 games. You know,
Right.
I love a lot of games equally, and there's
Right.
some games I don't like. But if I had to choose anything Legend of Zelda, and then Dishonored and Final Fantasy VIII.
Right.
Because
right.
or if you want to go with something that has like more sentiment to me, then I could go for Harvest Moon, Yoshi's Island, and Minecraft. So,
right. So
it's a hard one.
It is
so,
a hard one. So what about movies? What about movies? Top 3 movies.
The top 3 movies.
Right. Yeah.
This is a little easier actually. I'm gonna go with I Am Legend, Inception, and probably Starship Troopers. I don't know. That's just off the top of my head because I never really thought about that.
Maybe Oblivion. I don't know. What about books? Yeah, books.
Let's see here. Well, the Lord of the Rings series is very good. Also, I've been keeping up with the Warriors series about the cats by Aaron Hunter ever since that started coming out. So I've been, it's still being made too. So I've been reading that series pretty steadily since I was about 13. So it may seem weird that I have an entire shelf and a half of my bookshelf dedicated to a young teen novel, but yeah, I do. So
very nice.
And the Mist series is pretty good.
Mist,
it's about the game The Mist. It's got the car. I forget what it's called exactly, but it's pretty good.
Right. So, what's your favorite genre of music?
Favorite genre of music?
Yep.
I guess electro. Definitely EDM, electronic dance music. You know, because dubstep and drum and bass and trance and all that kind of falls into that category. So
right.
I could go deeper into what categories I like better, but you know, like I don't like dubstep quite as much as I like drum and bass and trance. But yeah, EDM definitely.
Right. So why should people play on SoftSlayer, do you think, as a final
closing?
Why should
people play on SoftSlayer?
It's a final question.
That is a good question. Well, it's a friendly community. We change.
Go away, zombie.
I guess we could say we evolve around our community. You know, we're not like a lot of servers that say like what we are or get out. We do that to an extent because we kind of have to, because we can't appease everybody. But we do our best to change ourselves to appease all of our current players, which in turn brings in more players. You know, if we you know, when I joined, we were more of a building server with PvP enabled. During 1.8 beta, we became a full-on PvP server where there was no grief, so you could build if you wanted to. And now we just kind of call ourselves a conglomerate of everything. We just call ourselves a community server with PvP enabled,
right?
Because that's pretty much what we've always been. You know, we can, you know, we're just free flowing. You know, we're fun to talk to. Also, a lot of us get on here to talk instead of playing Minecraft. You know, we don't see ourselves as a company like a lot of servers do.
Right.
So where you can't talk to the staff. You know, we're a family. We're a family. You know, we don't promote people to staff unless we're friends. We don't pay any of our staff members. So we do it because we love the game. We love the community, and we do it because we're all friends with each other, and we want to be friends with you because that's why we made this server. We want to be friends.
Right.
We want to meet people online from all over the world, and just have fun playing the game that we all love with them. So that's why you should join SoftSlayer, because as long as you're not an idiot, basically an idiot about things, and trying to break our server down, and you want to have fun, we will have fun with you, and we will we'll try to be as friendly as we can, and we want to be friends with you.
Right.
That's basically it. And also something nice is that you do get promoted from the inside. Like I said, we don't hire staff members, so everyone in our staff right now was a guest at one point, which is actually pretty insane. You know, even our current admins, you know, all the original admins who started the server have all left.
Cool. I didn't know that.
So yeah, everyone in the staff ranks right now was a guest at one point, which is pretty cool. And that means that if you work hard, then you can be a ranked staff member too.
Right. Well, hey, Nate, thanks for coming. It's fun. And so, guys, make sure you stay tuned for the next interview. Have an awesome day.